Wow, it's kinda weird. No trick-or-treaters on Halloween. Yeah, well, quarantine even in an interdimensional realm. How about we review that game we keep putting on a back burner since we're kinda stuck in here, and let's face it, no trick-or-treaters is coming in a literal quarantine. Oh, you mean the one that definitely getting demonetized for how much sexual nature it has, even though it's not all that bad and all the violence and gore and cursing it has, but it's one hell of a good time, right? Yep, that one. The one, the only, Bayonetta. Okay, first things first. Bayonetta is one of the quintessential action games of its era. From its stylish look to its crude humor, to its actual engaging story, to its bloody good time and gameplay, and even all of the Easter eggs to former Capcom games and Sega games, there's a lot to admire about this game. See, this beauty of a game was made by none other than Platinum Games, essentially the guys you want to go to when you need a super action heavy game. The Platinum is composed of ex-Capcom employees, mainly from the Project Clover, so the people who made Beautiful Joe, Okami, Devil May Cry, and one of the greatest action games ever made, God Hand. Hell, the creator of Devil May Cry, Hideki Kamiya, made this game. Even fought to have Bayo wearing her iconic glasses. Hell, Bayonetta is one of the best gaming experiences that you'll ever get. So, let me give you the review of one of the best games, Bayonetta. Also, this is for Halloween, so please, I don't know if it's coming out on Halloween, but yeah, try to get some views on this one. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you this now. The story is batshit crazy and really hard to explain, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to pretty much give you a decent backstory of the game. And I'm just gonna do what the game did and backtrack a lot of it, because you gotta kind of work backwards with this. So, we play as Bayonetta, which who has been asleep for about 500 years. She goes on to hunt down the angels and illuminate sages, basically evil priests. Along with her journey, we meet Luca and Cereza, which, if you know the twist, you know who Cereza really is. The twist is kind of really interesting, but go play the game. I want you to play it, so I'm not going to say anything. Overall, the story is over the top, and I love it. It's not the best of story, nor is it overly complicated, and nor is it like super simple. Either you got a cool balance, or there's not a lot to explain. Honestly, you can enjoy the game without knowing much about Bayonetta's story at all, and I really do like that. The game doesn't explain much, it just tells you, hey, this is the game, go ahead and do it. Hell, Jean's the main rival character just appears and it's like, bang, let's fight, you'll figure it out later. And you do through flashbacks eventually, but you gotta really pay attention. I might review the anime next year, but let's get it to at least 10 likes and I'll consider it. Yeah, when it comes to a lot of these character action games, the bread and butter of this game basically is always your gameplay. The game basically feels like a natural evolution of the Devil May Cry series, and where it could have went, but you know, we got other games that complement that. The game is a modern hack and slash, and you mainly use your guns, and that's actually really refreshing. Mainly putting emphasis on projectile combat more than anything, but you're also forced to get up and close and personal. You get better weapons like an overpowered katana that really is overpowered. Like, it takes out enemies in like 2 hits and really takes off half of a boss's health bar. Also, the puzzles in this game aren't even that time consuming like in most games. They're even fun but require a lot of timing. Actually, the whole game does. I died a lot, and that's because I was making reckless mistakes, like being too fast and not actually looking. As this game requires you to have a lot of patience. I don't have a lot of patience. You gotta dodge at most of the time at the right time so you can get wit time, which can then activate, and then you can pull off and become godlike, taking off half of enemy or boss's health in less than a few seconds. It's insane. Bayonetta is a powerful character, and you kinda see that. Even with her weird torture attacks, which require precise button presses, it's really awesome watching that. Also, she can summon monsters to help you win. My only real gripe is that there is very limited amount of healing items, but that just forced me to try harder and be more creative on how I assess situations. And while I raged a lot, I felt good winning, and it just felt like an accomplishment. There's literally an essay's worth of good things I could say about this game, that it really does have a lot. First off, the combat is easy to learn and hard to master, really requiring you to actually sit here and play the game. Like, a lot like Devil May Cry had that aspect, but this game also has it too. You can definitely tell that they put that in the DNA. The Easter eggs of this game is possibly one of the funnest things for Bayonetta 1 because they make Easter eggs to Sonic, to past Capcom games, just overall giving you a feel that this game feels like it's fleshed out and people who love video games made it. I love the way that you can learn how to dodge, and that really does become your core mechanic. And if you don't learn how to actually do it, you will get destroyed in this game. But that's okay, the game wants you to lose so you can learn how to, increase patience and be better at it. Each boss has a pattern and you learn it, and you gotta learn how to counter it. That game legit forces you and telling you, slow down and look at what your opponent is doing. Don't just rush into an attack, learn your boss's pattern and learn to fight back. I love that mechanic of the game. The style of the game is one of my favorite things, with a mix of gothic and angelic style. And here's the thing, Bayonetta is an enjoyable protagonist. I don't think I found a character I didn't like in this game, besides the villain. I hated the villain, he was kind of generic. But other than that, everyone else felt like they were just belonged in this game and had super stylish personality. There's not much I can really say that's bad about this game. To be fair, I can only think of 3, and they're mostly nitpicks, and they're mostly on my side. Here's the thing, I really can't complain because, okay, there's like 2 or 3 levels that try to be a little too different, which is like the rocket level and the motorcycle highway level, that I didn't like. But to be honest, that was more of a me thing, and I really didn't like it. Also, I hated the limited healing items that they would require you to get, and that really sucks. Also, finding weapon stuff actually became very annoying and repetitive. The puzzles after a while become like generic and like they're just there to happen. And I don't know, it just felt like this game was really long. And I know what you're saying, what do you mean it's long? I'm used to like 8 hours, like a movie's length of action games. But this one was it felt kind of like it could have ended at chapter 14. But overall, it was still a really good game. And I gotta say, there's not a lot of problems with this. And I'm surprised there wasn't a lot of problems. Now again, for Halloween, Bayonetta won the vote. And I'm glad I played the first one. I really had experience with the second one, which is significantly, highly, a lot better. And I played that game when it came out on the Switch instead of the Wii U because they don't want to waste my money there. Then this one is next Halloween, maybe I might give the second one a try and review it again. I give this game a 9 out of 10. It's basically all I wanted out of an action hack and slash game, and it was just a great experience to have. While it did take me a lot longer, I honestly thought this was only going to be a couple of chapters, but I'm glad that it wasn't. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, don't forget to share it out, because the views could be awesome. Happy Halloween. I know this is coming out on Halloween, or on the month of Halloween, but still happy Halloween. Please stay indoors and stay safe. Love you guys. Don't forget, Phantom's the name and positivity is the game. Peace out.